and welcome to Life on Board Amy Joe. And
yeah.
excuse the face beside us, but
He looks a bit grumpy, doesn't he?
he looks a bit grumpy. Yeah. We're currently in Mercia Marina on our summer cruise, as you well know, but this is actually the first vlog of our summer season, so we do hope you enjoy it. But before we go too far, go on, you tell
Yeah.
it.
We'd just like to say congratulations to Steve and Angie on the purchase of their boat.
Yeah, Bella Blues, the boat. It was on the brokerage here. We saw them yesterday.
Yeah.
They came and said hello. So congratulations, guys. Do hope it all goes through okay for you and you enjoy cruising the cut as much as we do. But there you go, see? So the dream is possible if you just stick with it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So where
back
did
to
you
our
start
cruise.
from?
We started from the Shady Oak pub back up on the Shropshire Union near Tatton Hall Marina, which used to be our home marina, and we've been steadily cruising down the Trent and Mersey. But this first one, it's the old trip down through Iron Lock, Stone Lock, Bunbury Locks, and we end up in Middlewich. So I know Gary's done it, Ian's done it, everyone else has done it, but I hope you enjoy our take on it anyway, and we'll see you later. So on this episode we tread a familiar path down the Shropshire Union, starting from the visitor moorings above Walton Lock. We then head down the canal, through Iron Lock, Stone Lock, Tilstead Lock, and finally Bunbury Locks, where we then carry along to Barbary's Junction. We turned left and we then had an overnight stop at Venetian Marina, where we met Boating David. We then continued along the Middlewich branch until we reached Middlewich itself, where we stopped above Water Lock for the night. Well, good morning everybody, and we're on our way. We've just had a nice overnight just above Walton's Lock on the Shropshire Union Canal, which is just below the Shady Oak pub, or in the Lock's case above Shady Oak pub, and we're now setting off day 2 of our summer cruise. Today's destination is Chumston Lock, the visitor moorings just above Chumston Lock on the Middlewich branch, and a short stop for us for a pump out and all the services, because we're full and empty as it were, and then that'll be it for today. So hope you enjoy the cruise, folks. Beautiful weather this morning, a bit hazy cloud in the sky, so obviously we're going to see some cloud later this afternoon, but hopefully we'll be moored up by then. Beeston iron lock is unique in as much as it's made from cast iron and is one of the last works by Thomas Telford, built in 1828. It was built of iron to avoid acute water loss in unstable substrates of sand. It's constructed of flange plates and anchored to piles of H section. It's 12 foot deep and additional piles support the hinge plates of the lower gates. Plate joints within the lock basin are protected by rubbing strakes, and it's believed to have superseded a stone lock which proved too heavy for the unstable ground. It's estimated that iron lock weighs about 10% of the weight of a conventional lock on the Ellesmere Canal. Well, we've just been through iron lock and we're now in stone lock, and looks like I'm looking after all the boats because there's Smudge, there's Chris, there's Ian and Carol is up there. Time for our next lock of the day, Tilston Lock. And I agree with Gary, this is the prettiest of all the locks, I think. Love this lock as well. So it should be in our favour, although if it's leaking badly they'll probably have to get the paddles and just lower it for the last little bit, and then we're good to go. Ian's hovering just in front, and then we'll go in when the gates open. And the final locks for today, Bunbury staircase. I love these locks and I like doing the Bunbury shuffle, but I'm not too sure whether we'll be doing it today. But there you are. Now for those that don't know, the Bunbury shuffle, and it's a 2-chamber staircase, so you can actually move 3 boats through the staircase. You can either have 2 coming down and 1 up, or 2 up and 1 down, and you just shuffle the boats around each other in the staircase to make your way through them. I think today though the boats just come out, so the bottom chamber is going to be empty and we only need to fill the top chamber, and I'm not sure if there's any coming the other way from this point of view. We will see. So we're in a bit of a quandary at the moment.
Yeah.
We've just passed through Calverley. We tried to stop for a pump out there and the pump out machine's not working.
So hold it in, Steve. That's
So I'm
it.
going to have to hold it in for the next 24 hours. We know we can get a pump out of Venetian Marina on the Middlewich branch, which is where we're now headed. So rather than moor up above the lock, as was the plan, so I'm just going to put you down because I'm shaking. We are now going to lock down through the lock and see if we can get a pump out this afternoon and moor below. So we'll see how we go. Smudge is in his usual spot, bless him. So we'll just see how we get on at Venetian, if we can get a pump out in time.
We should do.
We
it's
should
only
do.
Just gone one.
Yeah. And there's a fellow boater. It's Dave from
Snow Goose.
Snow Goose. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't remember the boat name.
You're not awake yet.
We've just had a nice peaceful night moored outside Aqueduct Marina, so now we're continuing on the Middlewich branch, and today's destination is Middlewich itself if we can. Ian's gone on ahead and we just said goodbye to Boating David because he moors here, and we'll carry on and see how we get on today. So enjoy the cruise today, folks. Got 2 locks to negotiate today, and this is the first one of them, and I've forgotten the name of it. Minchell Lock. This is Minchell Lock, and then we've got Stanthorne a bit further down. But this is another pretty lock on the on this stretch of the canal. This little cottage normally has lovely flower gardens on the other side of the cottage. I'll try and get some for you when we come out the lock. I nearly forgot. That's the view from the bottom of the lock. It's quite pretty, isn't it? This is Church Minchell Moorings, and I never tire of this view. We've been through here I don't know how many times, countless times, and absolutely love it. Really nice spot to moor at, but there is a shelf to contend with.
And look at the cows.
Morning. This is my favourite canal side cottage. It's obviously converted stables from the old working horse days, but if ever we had to give up cruising and go shoreside, if this building ever comes up for sale, I'd move heaven and earth to buy it. It's a beautiful building inside, and it's beautiful on the outside. This is where I'd like to end my days. Yeah. And if I couldn't have that place, I'd like this one.
You're not being greedy, are you now?
No, if I could have both, I'd have both.
You live in one, I'll live in the other.
That's it, yeah.
No.
No, this is gorgeous. This reminds me of a bit like a gingerbread house.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Must have been some sort of boatman's cottage or some sort, because it's proximity to the stables. So this is obviously the stable management office, I would have thought, in its day.
Whoops.
Hee hee. Caught ya.
I'm zigzagging.
On arrival at Stanthorne Lock, we had a little bit of a hold up. as we discovered CNRT had arrived to try and repair a broken paddle on the off side of the lock. Poor chap was in the water up to his neck trying to fix the paddle. Good job he had a dry suit on. He was in the water for a good half an hour and eventually got it fixed. Well, they got the paddle repaired, so we're now in the lock. This is Stanthorne lock and our last lock of the day. We're going to head into Middlewich and then see if we can pick up a moor in there. So and change positions.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you think. It's actually a squirrel behind us.
Oh well, never mind.
Never mind. Hey, not a good choice of backdrop, is it? Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. As I say, we've done that stretch many a time, and we still enjoy going down through that way. So that was it for this particular one. Next week we carry on our cruise down the Trent and Mersey and start our climb up Heartbreak Hill. And it didn't go as well as we thought it was going to, but all will be revealed.
That's an upside down heart.
Oh, so it is. I don't know what it was.
Anyway.
Right, okay, back on track.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the video, folks, and thank you very much for all the comments about the Scottish canals. It seems that you did really enjoy them, so thank you for that. These cruises are probably going to be a little bit more mundane compared to that, I guess, but there you go. So do stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time on Amy Joe, and if not, we'll see you at Crick. Bye.
Bye.